This week is a special episode. We did not have a poll this week to see what the challenge would be, because this is like, I wouldn't call it like an event, but this has been a thing that's been in the plans for a pretty long time.
We are in collaboration with a very cool organization in New Jersey in the US. They use esports or gaming to teach. So we will be doing a challenge that is inspired by what they're teaching, which is like greening cities, so making cities more green. So I have a message from their teacher that I will read out to kind of shout out to the students and to the community at large. And they said, shout out to the Garden State esports community, a statewide esports league serving all New Jersey schools and students. They are excited to participate in this challenge with Paradox and City Skylines. We decided that taking a city that's already kind of exists, but doesn't have so much public transportation, would be a really good way to show the students and the community at large that how to make your city more green by adding a lot more really cool public transportation options. So that is basically what Madde will be doing in this hour.
Yes. So I went on the workshop and we downloaded a map. I just sorted by most popular in 3 months, and I just downloaded one that didn't have any mods or any assets. It's, completely just base game assets. So it's got a 60K pop. And I'm so sorry to the creator. I'm so sorry for hard work regardless. But I did remove all your public transport just so that I could, win this challenge. So this is the map that we're gonna go for, and it looks really cool. I'm gonna show off the map for a little bit. So it's got like these crazy mountains, and it has all of the basic like infrastructure already put in. So hopefully we can get those the ridership numbers up and win the challenge. But it has like these super cool like little waterfalls, and like here's a little zoo on top of the hill. I've been looking at this map for a little bit, and I think it's really cool. Like, this is like one of the tallest dams I've seen in this game. Like, look at how freaking tall that is. Nurgle, put on the counter. Oh. Go. Okay. So let's determine the main transport hub. And I did. There were a couple lines on here, but I didn't peek. I didn't peek because I wanted to try to like give myself, a big, the same challenge as everybody would have.
Yes.
So I want to try to determine where we're going to put in the central hub. Because having a central hub is always good, because it gives a really great point for people to try to switch lines if they have to get to a different part of the city. So let's try to determine that. A really good start would probably be to find a train station. So there's a couple train stations. No, here. They've already placed one of the default hub buildings that you can find in mass transit. This one is going to be really great. It also has a little tram roundabout. This is perfect. So let's see. Yes, I'm just going to start by making a train line, because I saw that this train line ran all the way over to the airport. So let's connect it up. Here's a tiny hub. Just going to let the simulation run a little. And then we'll connect here. So first I'm just going to connect all the stations. And they're placed... The general rule of thumb for train stations, I would say, is probably to... you don't have to place them super close together, because they are lines that you want to transfer people like far distances fast. Yeah. So you don't need like a train station on every block, on every corner.
No. That would be silly.
There's already people waiting. This is great. So that's like a good base, having a train line as a good route. And then they have like this really cool, like pretty short monorail, but I think it's a great illustrator of like what the monorail looks like and how it works. So monorail, I would class monorail and tram as a really good like next level above train. So while train, few stations, long distances, monorail can be like a sort of in between. Monorail and tram can be in between. So you can have like monorail goes super fast, but they also have like more stations than a train. And then tram you can put, you know, pretty far, and they usually are pretty large vehicles, so you can transport a lot of people. But the stops are usually pretty close together. And because this is supposed to be like a green cities thing, I'm gonna put a biofuel bus depot down.
And what is a biofuel bus field?
So biofuel is usually like a natural gas or some sort of gas thing. It could also be, I don't know what to call that in English, like a natural oil, like flower oil. I don't know what that's called in English. It's like the little yellow flowers that you can cook with. You know, they make like an oil that you can cook with.
Canola oil.
Yes, that can also run buses. They did that in my hometown. I just don't know what it's called in English.
Yeah.
Who knows flowers in different languages? All right, so I'm gonna put this, where do I want to put it? I want to put it somewhere where the buses can easily access stuff, and it's also very loud, so I don't want to put it like in a residential area.
What makes it loud?
All of the buses departing from it. I mean, in game, it's that orange circle. You can tell by the orange circle how loud it's gonna be. But the buses leaving and departing will probably be a little bit loud. I'll just put it here by the highway. The highway's already
Which is already loud.
Yeah, the highway don't care. They're just gonna drive past it. I'm gonna try, because this map probably has like other bus depots. I'm gonna see if I can delete it, so I only get the good buses. There it is. Ha! Spotted you.
Tricky.
All right, so now all the buses that get spawned should be biogas buses. But if you have both, you can still have like both depots, and then you can you can just change what bus gets spawned for each. This main part is probably like where the downtown is, I would guess, if I had to pick one spot in the planning of the city.
You've got the skyscrapers, which are usually indicative of a downtown area.
Yeah, this city's really awesome. I'm probably gonna just get this map at home and just look at it and see how it works. But this area is pretty much already serviced by the monorail, so I'm probably not gonna put another bus that goes down to the stadium because they have the monorail that's like pretty close. But let's have it go like on this main road. Gonna create a pretty basic line that uses the main arterial roads here.
And it looks like by adding it, you're making a lot of people happy.
Yes. You can see all of the houses that get serviced by the building. That's one of like the main aspects about how leveling works in cities. When you give them a service, they are more prone to leveling. They need a certain amount of like, what is it, like happiness, I guess? What would the word be? They need to be happy to level. And it's very easily done with like services like buses and or like fire stations and stuff like that. Let's see. Is there another? I'm gonna transport hub. I think I'm gonna pull the end of the line to here if I can get it there. God, there's this really cool like snaky thing. Oh, and here's a little hub. I think I'm gonna use this hub for my little bus. It's gonna go drive down there. All right, so let's have a stop down here by the skyscrapers. Where's the last stop? There, and then there. And then we'll go down to the craziness that is this hub. Already people waiting here. See if they'll take the snake road. Oh, they will. Oh, that's gonna look so cool. Sorry, I'm freaking out. We'll have it stop there, I think. And now let's right up front. And then we'll keep going up here. And yes, Yes. And then I'm gonna loop back, I think. So I'm gonna loop back on itself.
Okay.
And make it a parallel line all the way back to its destination. So it services all of this. Now,
It's a good amount of the city.
I think that's a really good line. I'm gonna do another one and sort of go in the other direction and try to service more of like this inner part. So now we've covered, I think we've covered this part. The one thing that I did see when we were playing around with it though, there was this really cool pre-made tram track, which we should probably utilize.
Absolutely.
So let's add a tram too, in our little tram stop. Right next to our hub is the first station. And where does it go? Oh, it goes here. It has like dedicated tram roads. Awesome. And it has dedicated tram lanes here. And of course, I'm gonna mirror so that if they want to switch, they can totally switch. And then here is their end destination. And then it goes back. Very sensible. Very sensible.
Well, it's nice that it can be sensible and a green option. That's awesome.
Yes. And trams are, because they usually just run on electricity, they're very green. So there is already a really well-made metro network, which is the next thing that I want to do. There isn't a metro station here, but we will remedy this. So let's see what we can build. All right, I'm gonna just plop a metro station. I mean, we don't have much of a choice, but I would like that. But okay, we do that. Let's see where the metro is. So there is a metro station here underneath the.
Okay.
I mean, it's a great connection just to the university area. But I want to see if I can connect my new little station to that station. But I have to first figure out where it's going. It's going up and over here. So that's where it stops. So let's make a branching connection. So right now it's just one little snick.
Okay.
So I'm gonna connect my little hub point to the snick, and then we'll make two branching lines, one that goes down and then one that goes up, and then we'll probably make just one line that goes up and then down again. Oh wait, there's a mud. Oh, there's already a station inside of the building. I didn't even think of that. We're gonna use it. We're just gonna keep it going in this direction. So there is already a metro line that goes the other way. But, you know.
Can you do that? How does that work again? The other way, of course. Yes, thank you.
Okay, so here's the metro line. So we're just gonna connect it in a beautiful little V shape. Like so. Don't look at the side profile.
Oh.
It's a roller coaster in the metro.
Yeesh.
So now we have our branching stations. So we have one that goes from the hub to the university. We have one from the hub up to this big suburban area. Let's do one that connects the suburban area, which usually holds, students. And then we'll connect it to the university. Straight, just up and down tactics here. Ooh. And final station. Very nice. We're also using both platforms. Very optimal, very optimal. Tax money well spent. Super cool.
Yeah, very cool.
So now we've created our little separate hubs in our faraway regions, the faraway regions of the suburbia. So the step like above, so it's trains, then trams and metro and monorail. The big vehicles go fast. And now we need a slow vehicle, low capacity, that has a lot of stops to pick up people. Let's add some bus lines here. So this area It looks pretty busy. I'm guessing most of this is like commercial. Commercial areas usually do get pretty busy when it comes to like truck traffic. They need to get deliveries in, customers. So the creator has already added a little bus road, which is very nice. So we're gonna use the bus road to add our bus stops to. I'm gonna see how can I stretch this out? How can I make it really easy? I'm gonna have one that just loops around, sort of almost school bus style, just like every other corner. It'll just snake like sort of labyrinth style. Just
making people happy.
Oh my gosh, they're so happy. It'll have some destinations here by the commercial area, because there is a schedule in every residence, sort of in the AI. They need to wake up, go to work. After work, they go shopping for dinner, and then they go home. So they need if you're making like a good public transport route, I would totally try to at least get a little bit of commercial in every route if it is near, because then you give them a good stop to get off at if they choose to buy groceries that day. All right, look at all these. Oh gosh, I don't think I want to look at my traffic numbers while they're looking like this. Because this is not gonna make them go up much.
That's a line that's in definite need of some unbudging.
Yeah, this needs a lot of unbudging. But at least when they get to like this point, they're pretty okay. Yeah. Step 2. Basically, looking at the bus routes that you have to see if they are working out good. Because even if you have an idea about, yeah, this is gonna work out fine, this route is the best, I love it, you can see by the numbers which routes are working and which aren't. I mean, these haven't run for super long, so these numbers are probably not perfect, but I'll just go through like how I think about it. So you can tell in this menu just how many stops you have, basically how long the route is, how many vehicles are on it, and how many passengers. So depending on how many passengers you have, you can probably when you look at how many vehicles you have, you can tell if this number needs to go, if the budget needs to go up and down. So this line has like a lot of passengers. So if I investigate it, I can see on all of the stops here and all of the buses, and then I can sort of like, if the bus is full, if I see that any buses on this line is full, I would probably want to increase the amount of vehicles on the line by increasing the budget. Does this make sense? I feel like I am just spewing information. You want to get that good like symbiotic relationship there of like having enough passengers without having way too many vehicles, because every vehicle costs money every week. So you might be wasting budget by having like too many buses. I thought I would have like a little bit of time for some of the weirder modes of transport, but we've done buses for the most part. Oh well.
Well, it just goes to show you how much you can do with just one small aspect of the game in an hour. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the work line is getting some heavy use.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this budget would probably want to raise a little bit. Oh, I still have time. I thought I ran out. Okay, we're good. Ha ha. So also, if you want to change the model, I didn't get to do this, but there are school buses. So they function, it's just a reskin. But if they function just like a normal bus line, but having them, maybe the zigzag that I made in this neighborhood would look pretty cute as a bus route, or like as a school bus route. Because you can just make that into a school bus route. And then maybe like find where the school is and then have the bus also stop right by all the schools.
Cool.
To deliver kids.
All right, how are we on time?
We're out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time.
Yeah.
Yay! You did it. So, give us a little tour of this newly updated, amazing public transportation mecca.
Perfect name. Great. We created a little bus hub, or like a transport hub, where they can swap. Oh my gosh, it's so action-packed in here. They seem to be liking it. We've got, that's a tree. We've got train, monorail, and then we got bus and tram. So we've made the hub, and then we slowly but surely dispersed traffic routes all over. I don't know how chat will judge this. I do not know. I guess we can check the traffic now. We'll see how much they've unbunched.
Yeah, let's take a look.
85. They have it. They have it. Letting the game run is the main factor here. I'm guessing a lot of this spreadness is still for buses. Yeah, we still got a lot of cloggage on our lines.
9 out of 10. 9.99999999999 out of 10. I mean,
I love it.
Basically that's a 10. So these scores indicate to me that even if it was a bit of different sort of challenge, that you succeeded. And so you can crown yourself.
Thank you. I will. Thank you so much for watching. We will not be back next week.
We will not, but may the 4th be with you.